So it's a chicken chili, not a beef, for all you non-beef fans, which I am one. So what we start off with first, normally you should have one kind of pepper. They call for a green pepper. You could do a red, but I didn't have that, and I didn't have one full pepper of one color, so we're mixing and experimenting, and that's fun. So we've added our 1.5 cups of chopped red onion, and then we add in our 1.5 cups of chopped pepper, and then we have 3 cloves of garlic, and then you just basically let this part simmer for about 7 minutes. Add 1 cup of our tomato-based chili sauce, 1 can of the diced tomatoes, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, that gives it its spice, 1.5 cups of low sodium chicken broth, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Okay, this one is such a tongue twister. 1 tablespoon of Worcester sauce, 1 tablespoon Dijon mustard, and then the recipe calls for 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder. I'm just going to do 1 tablespoon because I have people who don't like spicy so much, and I want everyone to be able to enjoy it. And then prior to this, I had already pre-cooked the chicken. And it calls for 3 cups of chopped chicken breast. And I don't chop mine, I cook it in a pan and then I break it up into almost like shredded pieces with the spatula. So I'm just gonna add that. You stir it all in, and then we're gonna cover it and let it simmer for 20 minutes. And after that 20 minutes is up is when we add our beans to it. And my suggestion for any kind of chili or even soups, always make it, if you're making it for dinner, either you can make it the day before or make it hours in advance, and that way you can let it sit and let the flavors kind of absorb into each other more, and it's much tastier that way. Okay, so we're all simmered. Now we're gonna add the most important part of chili, the beans. So we do 1 can of white kidney beans and 1 can of red. Make sure that you always drain your can of beans in a strainer before adding, because it comes in an icky juice. And then we'll add it in. There we go, and then we're just gonna stir it in. And then we'll let this simmer with the beans for 5 minutes. So our chili is all done now. So serve it with your yummy crusty bread and butter and dip it in. It's gonna be really hot, obviously off the stove, so maybe you don't want to shove a big spoonful into your mouth. And it'll be a bit spicy too, which is nice in the winter.
So see you next time, and keep doing what makes you happy.
Bye.